uh, how do you handle or do you view competition? What I mean, but I'm not saying that necessarily like in a bad way. I know when a lot of people think of competition, they like, oh, like there's some kind of like aggression there. What I'm saying is sometimes it's healthy competition. Like, do you have
Yeah,
people that
absolutely.
you benchmark with, or that you like that you get inspired by? Like when you see something, you're like, oh, okay, I like how they did. Let me see if I can, you know what I'm saying, something that
Yeah,
kind of like inspires you any kind of way.
yeah. I mean, hip hop in itself is a competitive sport. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I definitely have a bit of a competitive edge to me. I don't. I try not to look at things as far. I try to have a wider view and a broader view of things, so I
Yeah.
don't get too wrapped up into like like maybe more like local competitive kind of things like that, because I don't view any of that as like actual, not competition in that kind of a way.
I see what you're
I
saying.
just I just try to like, but I'm definitely competitive as a rapper, you know what I mean? It's that's what I came up on, you know what I mean? If I'm hopping on a song with someone or whatever, I want to do the best I can. I want to have the best verse on anything that I'm doing with someone, you know what I mean? It's just it's that's what keeps me going, you know what I mean? So I'm definitely competitive in that way, but I'm not necessarily competing like I have anyone that I'm looking at that I want to do better than necessarily.
Right.
I just want to bring the best creativeness out of myself that I can.
Right. Right. Got you. Okay. As you well, you'll know a testament to your work. You elevate. You hit different levels. Well, we have seen your career grow, and I'm not saying that like in a bad way. What I'm saying is, bro, you just opened up for Dave East. Like you know what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
And pretty soon, bro. I'm not trying to be funny, but it's gonna be cats opening up for you, homie. Like I'm just being real respect. So you know what I'm saying. How do
No
you
doubt.
manage that work? How do you manage that work life balance, bro? You know, I imagine as you get to these higher tiers, does it require a different respect for the passion that requires more hours, or is it getting easier as you go?
It's not getting easier, but it's definitely requiring more out of myself and more time. Like I said, I'm not signed or anything like that. I'm still independent. So yeah, I have to try to find a balance between, my real life and life outside of music and
Mm.
my passion, which is music. And I still have a lot of goals that I want to achieve. And to be able to, like I said, I do it for the love of it and the passion. But of course I want to try to, be successful and monetize something that I love doing as much as I possibly can. Just trying to do it the right way. It can get tough at times, we all have real life to deal with, right? So one thing that's been huge for me is I've started to kind of create a schedule for myself. Before I would just kind of do music as freely and openly as I can. Now I try to set aside certain time for maybe the studio, certain time to get some things done in my life that I need to do, because we all have bills to pay, right? And music's
Right.
helping that, but I still have to find other ways to make income to support what I'm doing. And so yeah, I'm trying to I schedule things a little more now. So I might have a select time for like music, creation. I might set some certain time aside for the marketing and business side of things, and that's been helping me balance it all.
Man, that a plan definitely, yeah. Because like I said, a lot of people, if they don't have a team or if they're thinking about getting into this, they don't. I don't think they realize how much actually goes into making a successful market or product, you know, what I'm saying, a product to market,
Right.
such as an artist. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
the hours. Shout out to the people who do it. Like you know what I'm saying. But for the for everybody else, they're like, yo, they ask you if you have, you know, if you're ever busy, which is a laughable question because when are you not, right?
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like
You know
when
how
are you
that
not?
goes. Yeah.
Yeah. So as far as growth, how do you handle criticism? Like, is what I mean by this is we always want to stay true, obviously, to your artistic nature. You always want to make sure that you're being as genuine as you can to yourself. But as you grow, is there a point of constructive criticism that you're willing to consider, or do you not worry about the criticism? Because at the end of the day, it is your art. Like, just what's your take on it?
It's kind of a balance for both for me. I've went back and forth with it a little bit over the years, but I just try to have a balance because I can speak from both sides. So, there's always, I feel like with anything that you're trying to do or accomplish in life,